Sleeping position, does it matter? Does it not? Is it going to cause a problem? Does it just make your pain go up and down? Let's find out. Loads of people struggle with neck pain, lower back pain, hip problems. It affects their daily life. It puts them in a bad mood. Being in a bad mood puts stress and friction in their relationships. Being in pain basically sucks. We don't like that. So if we can affect pain by improving sleeping position, then we absolutely should. And also the sleeping position itself, like causing you pain at night and getting in the way of sleep is just going to make all of those factors worse as well. So it's a really good place to start looking. It's always really important to be thinking of all the different contributors to a pain problem. So whether it's exercise or like your ergonomic setup or your posture, it's all important, and sleep should be thrown into the mix with all of those. So does sleep actually cause problems to get worse, or does sleep just cause pain to go up? It's a really good thing to try and understand, because at night, your body does generally rise in inflammation, and if there's healing to do in your body, then it's going to do it at night, and that's what inflammation is. It's a process of healing, and it can be a painful one. So sometimes pain going up doesn't actually necessarily mean that a problem is being caused. So if you are getting some aches and pains at night, thinking, oh God, it's my position because it's happening at night, it won't necessarily always be that simple. It could be something that's happening in the day, but at night is when your body is processing it and dealing with it. With that being said, I'm an osteopath. I've treated thousands of patients, and I've given advice on sleeping to loads and loads of different people. People with shoulder problems, neck, lower back, hips. Sleep can be a way to offload those areas for specific cases. So this is a general video. I haven't got a diagnosis for you, but you can try things from this and see if they work. So when I'm thinking about sleep, there's 3 fundamental things that I'm really trying to work out. The first one for my patients is, are they comfortable? Which I know seems obvious and a little bit woolly, but there is no point giving someone advice to sleep in a position that is uncomfortable. If you are comfortable at night and you are sleeping well, then that really is the priority, and everything else is kind of secondary to that, because messing with your sleep downstream from that could cause a load of other different issues. So firstly, we're thinking, is this person comfortable in their current sleeping position, and are they finding it comfortable if they've recently changed in their new sleeping position? The next one is, am I waking up in pain, which can be alleviated by moving? So I mentioned pain at night earlier. That's totally normal. It can be a red flag as well. Again, this isn't medical advice, and I'm not diagnosing you. But if you are waking up and like joints are feeling a little bit stiff, and then you move to the other side and it all goes away, that is a little bit of a sign that that sleeping position is causing that pain in that area. So it's another thing that we really need to consider. The last factor when we're looking at someone's sleep is, are they sleeping in a neutral position? So if we separate the first 2 and then really just think mechanically, is this person in a neutral position, is something that we would take into consideration. So neutral, just being stood up straight or laid flat on your back. Not a neutral position is laying on your side with a big rotation through your lower back. Your upper leg is bent right over the other one, or sleeping on your front with your head extended backwards. That is not a neutral spinal position. So we would consider neutrality when we're trying to work out the best sleeping position for someone, or if to try and change it up a bit. So once we've thought about those 3 steps, just keep it really simple and just think about this little framework. If you're comfortable, that is a really good start and a really important thing. Forgetting all the other stuff, if you're in a comfortable position, great. Let's kind of hold that there. If you find that you've got an ongoing painful problem, and you're noticing that at night you can get that pain reduced by moving position, then you're no longer considered comfortable. We are considered in an uncomfortable position, and that is the sign to definitely change something up. So you've got a pain issue that is persisting longer than it should, and you're starting to notice that there is some sort of relationship with that pain problem and the position you're in at night. So then we just bring in the last part and say, okay, what can we change about this position to offer more neutrality? If it's a hip problem and you're laying on that affected side, then you would still offload it, but try and create neutrality as well. So then put a pillow between the legs to keep everything stable. If you've got a painful shoulder and you offload it, then great, but try hugging a pillow to support that shoulder when it's on the top. If you've got pain in the neck and you're on your front and you're extended, then switch to your back and try different pillow heights out to see if you can create more neutrality through the spine like that. Fundamentally, if you've never had pain and don't have an ongoing problem, then I actually don't advise a sleeping position. You can do the whole neutral spine thing, but again, if you're comfy and you're sleeping well and you don't have a problem, then I would say if it ain't broke, don't fix it.